For Honor, Ubisoft's new IP. It came out last month and I've been playing a fair amount since release. It feels like a few of the recent games from the studio, and then it comes so close, but just falls short. The problem lies with one thing: people. People decided that peer-to-peer was a good idea. And I'd like to say, before I absolutely fucking bollock them for that choice, that when the connection works, it does work very well. Eric Pope gave a nice explanation of how this system functions. You can see that it clearly says that there's no host, instead forging connections between all clients equally. Like I said, when it gets there, it's a smooth ride. But instead of what they intended, most of the time it looks like this. As you could tell, it's quite frustrating. Genuinely, who the fuck thought people would enjoy this? Most people would say that the game needs a competitive scene to increase its shelf life, but any kind of pro scene will be played local. That's beside the point. I recorded all the clips in the video today from 2 hours of playing. It took me 2 hours to get what amounts to a year's worth of bugs and disconnects from any other game. Listen, you weapons down at Ubisoft, this isn't the time for your fucking hippie networking using potatoes for your bloody servers. The game is barely playable for regular consumers. Let's not forget Reputation 4s and 5s getting matched up with 6-year-old Timmy from Timbuktu who's playing his first fucking video game. Please, for the love of God, get some stability going and establish genuine matchmaking criteria. Because I really hoped that Ranked is a damn sight better than this. People also gave the game some of its best features. Even if you don't play the game religiously, or have only played a few games and are just starting to get into it, I cannot emphasize how hilarious the community is. The meme shitposting have made me burst out laughing more than once. Emote spam in For Honor is also one of the funniest and just most brilliantly spontaneous things I've seen in a while in PvP. But the community, while also hysterical, sadly houses some not so welcoming people. A lot of them who play For Honor come from the absolute fucking hellhole that is the Dark Souls community. And I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for that, and that's fine. I've had a lot of pleasant experiences in Dark Souls with other people, randoms, but that whole YouTuber scene with people making videos on the latest cheese or frustrating thing, being memeing on people, really encourages this deeply salty undercurrent of edgelords who rarely have anything positive to say. They're funny, deeply funny. I'm subscribed to Pineapple. I enjoy his videos. I enjoy a lot of their videos. But my god, are those videos just breeding grounds for absolute wankers? I've become much better and as a result a lot less salty at countering guard breaks, a hot topic. What's not making me any less salty is just how much people rely on gravity. Many early For Honor videos focus on gravity and on the people who find it deeply frustrating to be robbed of their health bar because they miss their timing. I understand if you say be aware of your environment. If anything, I've come to agree, but that lets us sum up the second problem quite neatly. In almost every single duel map, there is somewhere you can quickly and easily throw your opponent for a kill. spikes, a cliff, a ladder for a plunging attack. The map design is far, far too generous with opportunities to abuse gravity. And people are always going to look for the easiest, most powerful way to win. Combine that kind of person with an overly opportunistic map layout, and it makes some matches terribly fucking boring. People look for environmental kills when just attacking the enemy would be fucking quicker. Case in point.
Zone A lost, Zone C.
Let's not beat around the bush though. For Honor has some incredibly deep, addictive and fun gameplay. Sure, there are balance issues with heroes, but no game is perfect. Warden is a vortex of shoulder bashing, guard breaking death. Conqueror is a shield bashing, raw meat loving bastard. Lawbreaker is a bit shit. Peacekeeper's annoying. Point is, every single hero feels incredibly satisfying to use, for the most part. The clang of swords clashing, the busy roaring of minions in the front, the camera zoom when you parry, the flash of red when you score a hit, not to mention the executions, which short of Mortal Kombat are the most brutal out there, as well as being stupidly satisfying. What about the campaign? Unfortunately, it's a poor man's imitation of multiplayer. There are a few boss fights with some really awesome, unique, unblockable attacks. I really wish were in multiplayer, but altogether it offers little to no emotional incentive to play. Every enemy is just a reskin version of the one you were either just playing as or fought last mission. Apollyon, although brought to life admirably with some delightful voice work from Catherine Kidd, some truly epic armor and a one-handed moveset, cannot escape her cliché motivation or Warden animations. It'd help if there were some properly rendered cutscenes, some backstory, or more to each level than kill these stupid bots, occasionally kill a smart one, until you reach a really clever bot. Indeed, there are very few animations to be found inside the campaign that are not in multiplayer, which is where the game shines. I wanted to adore the campaign quite badly, but unfortunately past this guy...
You are a raider! Legendary! 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 You are a raider! No! Legend.
And the Apollyon fight, there's not too much special about it. A pity, really. It probably sounds like I'm heading down a path of condemning a piece of shit game not particularly worth your time. I wouldn't go that far, however. 50 quid or $60 depending on where you are is a debatable price. Following a cheaper price like Overwatch would have been so much more attractive and reasonable considering how empty the campaign is and how heavy the focus on the multiplayer is. Something to think about. A big strength to consider for the game though is post-game support. Ubisoft are clearly listening to player feedback on hero balance and are trying to keep people happy. Add to this, the new heroes, maps and gear will be added every season, which is every few months, and we may be looking at a completely different game in half a year. My end verdict. Should you buy it? Yes. For Honor has utterly unique combat, as well as compelling visuals and design. As art, 7 out of 10. This is a good game. It's marred by silly design choices about networking, but has insane potential in its silky smooth mechanics. Bug patching and good support post-launch could make this vastly successful and hopefully give rise to a superior sequel.